Hey, yo, Chris, where you at? I'm in town.
What's good, y'all? We are back with another episode. You are now rocking solo dolo with your boy Chris Hovers. Yes, we here. We back with a different hat this time. You know what I'm saying? Switch up the look a little bit. Make sure y'all head over to weekendgofar.com. Cop y'all some merch. Cop y'all a hat. Yesterday I had this one on. Today I got the red. And we got some new drops on the way. Today, we going to talk about chasing your dreams. Changing your perspective on it, more importantly. Chasing your dreams can be like chasing a sunset. And I want to talk about that today. I was at work today, and funny enough, I was driving around and I was looking at the sunset over the clouds. And it's so funny because it spoke to me in that moment. And again, I like to build my podcast conversations from the things that inspire me or move me throughout the day. And that usually produces a better, or let me say a more impactful word than trying to like plan out topics and things of that nature. So anyway, I'm just looking at the sunset like is, any other sunset, like any other average sunset, whatever, right? And I can see the sun kind of like just starting to peek over the clouds. And it's like a bunch of dark clouds that's like it doesn't look like it's going to rain, but it's like, it was some dark clouds that, the sun was hiding behind pretty much. And in that moment, what came to mind was like, dang, that's kind of like how I feel right now in my life. Like yesterday's episode, I was talking about how I felt unsure about what direction to take in my life. Yet, even with that uncertainty, me feeling the need to work through that, it comes from this burning desire to always be pursuing something, to be pursuing some higher calling or higher purpose within my creativity, within music, within film. Dang, I'm about to knock my laptop over. Um, yeah. So in that moment, I was like, dang, it feels like I'm constantly chasing my light when it's already inside of me pretty much. And then it hit me, chasing your dreams is like chasing a sunset. And this is the paradox. This is the funny thing that we don't realize about chasing the sunset. We're constantly trying to chase a career or a purpose or whatever it is that we envision ourselves to be. And we don't realize that we're already being that. Funny enough. I'll try to put it into simpler terms because I think explaining it in the context of the sunset is going to help us more in this conversation. So when I was looking at the sunset, I realized like, dang, the sun was setting over the clouds, and in that moment, it kind of metaphorically symbolized my dreams being on the other side of some clouds or some mountain that I have to climb over to then see the fruits of my labor and the impact of my work. But I realized in that moment that if I try to chase the sunset, I'll be chasing it forever. Not realizing that if I just sit still and actually pay attention to where my feet are and stay grounded in that, the sun is going to come back up. The sun always comes back up. Even when it's a cloudy day, the sun is up there. And it just made me think of the clouds in that way. Like I'm trying to climb Mount Olympus, trying to see, what's up there for me in the pursuit of my happiness and success. When in reality, that light is always up there shining. We just got to actually be present to see where it is. We might have a specific vantage point in mind of how we want to, what place we want to view that light from. But we got to remember that it's always there the whole time. The sun is up there all day, y'all. It's up there all day. But yeah, that stuck out to me today. And it was so weird because it just hit me right there in that instant. Like, this is the message that you were meant to receive by looking at this sunset today. And so that's how I started to feel about my dreams and everything, like just feeling like I'm on a constant chase, like constantly working every day, trying to post content, trying to study marketing, trying to get better at just making an impact in the digital space and in the digital community. And it's like, bro, you already doing that. Like I was looking at all my content. I'm like, I already been making an impact. And I have to be not content because I don't want to get too comfortable, but I have to just remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to remember that you making that impact. Me, you making an impact already where you are. Recognize where your feet are planted. Your light is always shining. It's always in you, and more than that, it's always shining around you. Sometimes we can't see it. It might be a couple clouds around or above us or whatever, but the light is always there. And that's what I realized today. Like when I seen the sun kind of like setting behind the clouds, it's almost like I felt this urge to like want to go and chase it and climb up there and look over the clouds to see how beautiful it looks on the other side, which of course it is beautiful. And that's just so funny. It's so funny, bro. Real talk. Huh. Yeah, that's what I realized. Some days we are able to fly up there and actually see past the clouds too, and rise above those clouds and actually see the full view of our light. And that's just a reminder of who we are, where we are, what we're capable of. And when we touch back down on earth, when we stay grounded, we got to keep that with us the whole way through. I don't know if I can articulate it any more than that, but yeah, I felt like I was, in a weird way, it put my dreams into perspective for me. Like, I'm right on track. Like, my light is always shining and I'm always getting better. I'm always getting closer to my dreams. My dreams are always, I'm living in it right now. I'm as close to my dreams and I'm getting as close to my dreams as I ever will or can. That probably didn't make sense, but I don't know. It kind of helped me flesh out the conversation. Anyways, hopefully I articulated that well enough for you guys to understand how that impacted me today. Try to stay present and pick up on the messages that you should be receiving in those moments, whether it's something as small as a sunset or the way a tree is blowing in the wind. Like, nature has messages in it if you listening close enough, I believe. Yeah, I feel good about that. It's your boy Chris Hovers. You just rocked out solo dolo with me real quick. I think I'm about to go get some food and then make some music. Peace. Blessings on to you.
Hey, yo, Chris, where you at? I'm in town.